Previously, in the world of Galamora.
You see this creature make these like gurgling noises as it kind of like raises up its arms in this shambly motion. It almost looks like this thing is some sort of like rough draft for living creatures.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck are these things?
And they don't make like roars, they just make like gurgling noises.
Ew.
And Elric goes, I've never seen a creature like this in my entire life. These are very strange. I'm pretty sure that this plane has only existed for, well, a few minutes in the Feywild, and it's already developing large life forms, which is, not normal. I have a feeling that time passes incredibly fast in here, even faster than the Feywild. In a burst of energy, you see this creature appear above Elric. And a creature of similar size to the god of fate that you all saw before appears about like 20 feet up in the air above Elric, and a blast comes out from them. You see the jaws of this beast start to get pried open as the primordial at the top starts to reappear. And you take your chance. You shoot your shot, so to speak. And you beam them.
Beats the shit out of it against the spear.
Beating you further into the spear. Alright, another unarmed attack. Fuck.
It's literally like the fucking Dio with the road roller punching it down even harder.
Yeah.
Roll.
And your spear starts to expand more and more as it roots into the ground beneath you, and the spear's tip turns into leaves and starts branching out, resembling a tree more and more. And in an explosion of energy, all of you find yourself back in the Feywild, at the foot of the rotted tree, or formerly where it was, where you first battled the goddess of rot. But now standing in its place is a far larger pillar of wood, resembling the world tree that Leverton had sat at the base of. And Zendel is nowhere to be seen.
Now, I don't expect you to say it back, and I don't expect you to, I don't know, do whatever it is society expects, but I love you. And she just kind of like deflates as she actually says it.
And you see a big grin on his face as he's just like standing there silently, but he's just smiling at you. And he slowly walks towards Shanti, like one painfully slow step at a time, as he's still just smirking.
The silence is deafening.
I feel like it's been hundreds of years since I felt something like butterflies in my stomach. I love you too, Shanti. Oh, yeah?
You left in the fucking
Shit.
I will show up at your house and fight you. Anyway, hello everybody! Welcome to Untold Realms Session 29. It has been a hot minute.
No, we are back.
We are back, and we are here to cause as much chaos as possible.
Who's in my head?
There it is. I was waiting for it. It was gonna happen. I knew it was. So unfortunately, Jet is not here today, so you will not be meeting his new character. And yes, I am making Makeshift use Elric as the PNG because I think it's funny. So, I mean, it looks good. It's a good piece of art. We should use it. So, it's his PNG now.
The background that
If you look closely, there's a lot of squares.
Yeah.
It does look a lot like the cabin he might be living in.
Ooh.
Kinda.
After Shanti actually makes you get furniture.
Pretty much.
I am also drinking alcoholic German cider straight from the bottle because I don't care. So if you hear a bubbling of a large alcohol bottle, that is indeed me. And I deserve it because I spent most of the day in the sun listening to very loud gay people. I was at a pride parade. This is not me being homophobic. I'm literally bisexual.
Damn, I want to.
Damn, too late, already cancelled on Twitter.
Well, that's
Cancel.
gay.
I mean,
ratio.
we all knew it was coming, so
Yeah.
someone was eventually going to try to cancel me, even though I literally do nothing but sit around and be a little trash gremlin like 20 times a day. Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro. Anyway, anybody want to say anything before we get into this bullshit?
Hello.
Sure.
Elric just
I
fucking
guess-
moans in the mic. That's
Give
what he
me your
wants to
stomach.
say.
I just start breathing heavily, and I'm like, guess what? This is actually just a 4-hour-long audio roleplay of Elric breathing.
People would listen to that. You underestimate your voice, man.
Yes.
People would pay good money for that shit.
Probably if I did like his like beast breathing noise, which is like,
I'd pay good money for that shit. All right.
something
Listen,
like that.
we're playing Bloodborne later, not right now.
Oh yeah, Daddy
Uh,
Gascoigne.
Daddy Gascoigne. Can I talk about that for 30 minutes? Like, hot damn. Wait, no, this is a D&D stream. Fuck.
How about we just do Bloodborne as Rise of Vestia? We just all make characters in
D&D
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne campaign.
Yeah.
I'd be very down for it. I'd be down to design a TTRPG for Bloodborne,
God, same.
just so I could play more of it. But anyway,
FromSoft, hire us.
literally.
I'm literally drinking
So-
out of a bottle. Don't worry, I'll come up with a great system.
I mean, I don't know how much the other campaign idea we had, the one where Brian and I made up a character.
Oh
Wouldn't that be
yeah,
technically Bloodborne-esque?
that is pretty kind of.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can make my guy Bloodborne if you want.
I've
Also,
missed this. I've
speaking
missed
of
this
which,
absolute bullshit. Okay. Anything else? Anybody want to say some cracked shit?
Well,
Some crack
Black-
shit.
Crack shit.
Makeshift?
as you can tell,
Give me your stomach.
your boy is a bit tired. And Zendel, and Jet is also literally not here because he is the big sleep right now, I presume.
No, he's got a acting thing, I think.
Oh, that's much more important. Okay, so never mind.
Yeah, no, he has a reason. He's not just, fucking off.
Yeah, no, that's a very good reason to skip.
Yeah.
But on that note, I was like debating whether or not there was 3 arcs left at the end of the previous Rise of Vestia session. This one, I am very certain this is the last arc. I want to fucking finish Rise of Vestia because we are about to. This is episode 29, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're about to hit episode 30, and that number, I look at it, I'm just like, oh my lord, this is literally 6 times the length.
And I'm
of
going to die.
The longest campaign I've ever done. That too, also probably.
Can we get a round
so
of applause for that?
I'd like to actually
Mars
be able
dying?
to finish this story. So, wait, what?
Oh!
What?
Fucking
Streaky is so excited that I'm going to die.
Streaky was
Oh,
like,
no,
can
God,
we get a
no.
round of applause for that? And I'm 99% sure he meant, like, getting to 30 sessions, but since Mars said, and I'm going to die right before he said that, it kind of sounded like Streaky was, like, applauding Mars's death.
Oh no! Oh fuck! I'm so sorry. I'm about to clap as like makeshift making like this the most longest D&D he has ever DM'd. I was like, yeah, good job, man. I was like, ah, fuck.
So yeah, this has now been 6 times the length of the longest D&D session I've ever completed, or longest D&D campaign I've ever completed. So I really want to like wrap it up. So session 31 is probably going to be the last session. So just a heads up on that. Aside from that, I can't really think of anything else aside from your boy do be a bit sleepy, and my family was holding me hostage to make me like eat more food, even though I had a pizza at home, and I was like, all right, sure, but I have to leave like now. I have D&D, so that's
Just
all
tell
that
them
is.
you have
There's
an
just-
orgy to get to. It's that easy. 5-head.
Yeah,
there's a lot of undigested food in my stomach.
get in there, Chip.
So yeah.
All right. Okay.
So anyway,
The dice have been
Like that.
gathered. Shanti's character sheet has been opened. My alcohol has been drunk.
Impression that the
Okay.
grass has risen.
Let's fuck shit up. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? OBS, please. I'm begging. Okay, there we go. Whee!
I'm begging.
Anyway,
Please.
let's go!
No. We're gonna die.
Okay. So
There's
it
some
is
Germans
very
yelling outside.
private. That would make sense, being in the location that you're in.
Okay, they're done.
For a
Continue.
moment, for a moment, I thought the top of Elric's head was just cut off, and I was like, "What the?" And I looked at my phone, and I was like, "Oh no, I need to scroll up a bit." I was typing in chat.
Oof.
And so, Makeshift then rolled a perception check to see if he could look at his notes that are right in front of him.
He failed.
So, at this point in time, your characters
No
have
notes.
all canonically returned, like Blood Moon has all canonically occurred, and you've returned to Vestia by cart. I got a burp. I puked a little bit in my mouth.
Oof.
And you are now going to take a sip of water. And you are all now in some downtime after taking a long rest in Vestia's capital building.
Is this
If you have
before
not
or
already-
after I confessed my love to Elric?
Oh, it's after that. I
Cool.
forgot that you had already kind of returned to Vestia. But if you have not already, you guys did level up. So I don't even know what level you guys are at. I think.
Brother.
Didn't you? I'm pretty sure you guys leveled up, right? You just fought a really powerful enemy.
We
We're doing
didn't.
milestones.
It's been
Oh.
4 weeks. And in that time, one of us has moved internationally, another one of us has gotten married, one of us is dying. Like,
I got a job.
one of us got a job. None of us leveled up. It's a good thing.
Well, don't worry. There's going to be no combat this session because it is not. It's the start of the arc. Don't you worry.
Okay, thank fuck.
We'll change our stats after.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Okay. So, while you're all in your downtime recovering from what has occurred, is there any NPCs you want your PC to talk to?
I mean, I want to talk to Azim, but that's not exactly an NPC now, is it?
I want to talk to
NPC.
Joe Biden.
Mars.
He's not an NPC.
Azim would like to go into Zendel's room and take care of whatever boss is growing in there. Like
Word.
watering the plants or whatever.
You go to Zendel's room, and you do see that there's a lot of very thriving moss in this room. It seems like it surprisingly doesn't need too much sunlight. It's been inside of a closed room that just has a window. But it seems like it's formed a rather stable, like, growth pattern without really needing any sort of, like, proper living conditions. Doesn't need, like, good soil for the plants. Doesn't need, like, sufficient sunlight from the window. Everything in the room seems to be growing kind of nicely.
I take care of it regardless. Oh, God damn it, my mic.
Is there something wrong with your mic? 'Cause it didn't sound like it.
What?
I think something's going
So
on with
backstory-
Streaky's mic.
So backstory with my mic. I got a new mic a year ago, like last Christmas, the AT20. And
that
the
one.
problem with it, with my laptop, is that there's not enough sufficient power going into it. So sometimes it delays by like a solid like 10 seconds before it actually admits it to you guys. So I could be talking now, but y'all hear it like 10 seconds later.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Remind
need
me to
that
send
PC.
you a laptop that I found later.
Don't worry, I have PC fun going, so it's
I know,
fine.
but remind me to send you that laptop later.
Okay. You discovered it in a dungeon. It's loot that you can't equip, so you're sending it to you can.
Found it in Briar's basement.
Who said it was my basement? Who said I'm not hiding government secrets? Anyway,
No wonder you live in Germany.
Asm is taking care of plants, and yeah.
Yeah. I take care of the plants. I don't care what you say. If they look good, I take care of them.
Wait.
Word.
Because
You do
depression.
that. Tending to some of the plants. And they seem to be looking great. Very healthy, very happy. You, I guess, water them, probably.
Yeah. It's like splurt water on them, just like, I don't know if there's like a squeegee bottle I could use in this dimension, but like, eh.
You could probably find a watering pail somewhere. I'm gonna go out on a limb here.
Yeah. They're watering them, tidying up the room. Do that.
And then moving in order of characters that I can look at. Brock, is there any PCs or NPCs you want to speak with? Unless Asm's not done speaking to people.
No, that's what I'm going to do.
Word. So Brock, what do you do?
Yasha, wake
I
up.
had a list of shit. I need to pull out the fucking list of shit that I still need to do.
Pulls out like a cartoonish, like CVS receipt length list of things.
It's like fucking Santa's nice list. It just scrolls out and keeps going.
I made the family crest. I made a gun.
A gun?
Right. I was going to make an armor out of the crystal that we found in Diriona. The weird crystal that makes people forget about things.
And what piece of armor would you like to place it on, or try and forge it into?
These nuts.
Don't fucking them.
What about your balls?
Balls.
Forget who you fucked the next morning. The better
Damn, Daddy Brock be getting some. Okay.
Rattle me bones.
I poor.
The forget me cod piece.
Forget me, cod piece. I'm gonna lose it. I've Mick fucking had it.
Oh god.
The perfect bard equipment.
I'm about to play a bard. I mean,
Steal it from Brock.
she was once a thief. I mean,
It'll probably be on a studded leather armor, considering who I want to give it to.
Ooh, leather armor. Daddy, make it a battle.
God damn it. Now all I can think about is the leather daddies and the fucking Pride Parade today. We're all just brains are in another dimension tonight. Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna put it on studded leather armor? Ah, fuck.
Yes.
I knocked two glasses together. Might be. Anyway.
You cheers yourself.
Is there any, like, roles for making armor? I'm just curious.
I was just now thinking, like, is there some sort of minigame I can make out of this that isn't just a few rolls? I'm like, he's literally the god of the forge. He can fucking put a stone inside of some armor. Let's be real here. He's
You can make a sword out of a stick.
I can make a fucking plus 18 modifier to any tool that is like intelligence based at this point.
Hell
Oof.
yeah.
Oof.
So I'm making that armor.
There is no stopping him now.
Word. So you said you made some sort of studded leather torso piece? Or what are you making?
It'd be a torso piece, yeah.
Torso piece? Alright. You do that, do you want it to be something that's like incorporated into your current chest plate, or just like a new one entirely?
Not to mine. A
Word.
new one, and I want to give that to a person.
Ah, I gotcha.
That is getting hit way too fucking much.
Understandable. So you spend a good amount of time hammering away at this odd crystal. it has some properties similar to like. It's strange. It's almost like it's like you're forging glass, like you once saw some artisans in Diriona do. But at times, it's also almost like it's chewy, like a kind of candy. Other times, it seems like very, very sharp and dense, but you eventually get the hang of the very strange material and manage to make it into a rather flexible sort of armor that would probably go well with the person you're making it for.
Wait, the entire crystal becomes the armor. Okay, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Where the fuck did you say Asm was?
He is in Zendel's old room.
Yeah.
Fuck, that would not be where Rob would be looking. I guess he's making it and like walking to Asm's room and noticing no one's there. It's like, okay, I'll give it to him next time we meet.
Word. You conclude to do that. And now, is that everything you want to do?
Think so? Word. I mean, how much time do we have? Like a couple of days or a couple of weeks?
Yeah, there's probably a few days since this is kind of canonically occurring. Like a few days after Zendel dies.
He didn't die, he just became gone.
Oh, yeah, true. He's actually dead.
I can't tell the difference.
Oh, Alex just dead at the right turn in the door. Awesome.
Oh,
Beep, boop, bop.
yeah, I'm not making Henry a gun at this point.
All around me are familiar faces.
Yep, just we're still fucking up our audio.
I
I think it's almost back.
Mhm.
Nope, it's not. I'm listening to the stream for when it comes back. Mine isn't. Yeah,
It's all good.
it's fine because like I'm pretty sure this is just Discord doing something, and I just can't.
It's not. It happens with her games as well.
Oh, so it is. I'm pretty sure it stopped now, so we should be good. Just check and see. Okay. Yep. Sorry, I had to wait for the stream to catch up so I could like see it. I could like hear my own voice. Okay. So Brock, is that everything you do? Josh, is that everything you do?
Yeah, I
Okay.
said that already.
Oh, okay. Word.
Okay.
And now, Sinead, is there any NPCs and or PCs that you want to talk to?
Besides,
My squad. My children.
Word. I assume Kolvar, Jonathan, and Elric.
Yes.
Okay. And I assume you just beckon them all to your room, or just tell them to meet up at some point in time?
Correct.
Word. You do that, and eventually they do meet up with you. Ooh, I had to burp a little there. They all meet up in your office, and they wait patiently to see what you called them in for.
The time approaches.
Care to explain what that means?
there will be reconciliation. And then it will be time to enact the plan.
About that, could you explain to us exactly what your plan is? Yeah, I'd also like to be in the know about that.
So, there are only two things that can get her out of the parabola. And that is 1. That is Loon, and the other one
Okay.
So while we are making preparations to trap the tribunal, we send them to get her out. And to get her to cooperate, because we need her for this.
Seems simple enough. From what I remember, Loon was pretty capable.
After that, I will be gone.
A silence falls among the three of them.
I must face reconciliation first.
Kolvar looks over at Jonathan and Elric and just goes, Alright, well, one thing at a time. Step 1, what do we gotta do?
I have to atone for my sins.
Yeah, that you definitely do. So, Mars, are you saying something?
No?
I believe, through my atonement, we will be able to get the final 2 stones.
Not to mention, we already have plenty of them. I mean, it can't be too hard to find the rest of them with the power of the other ones. Right? Why are you looking at me? I don't know.
I have an idea of where they are. It's just the when there is complicated.
Time stone, I bet. Yeah, I was worried about that one. Do you mean like they are in the future? Or there's a specific time that we have to get
Yes.
them? Oh, great. That makes things simpler. Yep, and what makes things even more complicated, it's probably my past. Do you mean like someplace you've been? Please say yes. No, like I kind of dropped the ball, metaphorically speaking, a long time ago. But we can cross that bridge when we come to it. Hey, if anything, means it should be easier to find. sense. It's kind of connected to me, sort of. Anyway, anything else you need to tell us?
I think that's about it.
Gotcha. Well, hey Jonathan, can you join me for a bit? I've got something I need to test out, and I kind of need your help with it. Okay, sure. Bye, Mom. I'll see you around soon. And you see Kolvar and Jonathan.
Be safe.
You see them walk out the door, and Elric follows behind them as well. And is that everybody you want to interact with?
Yes.
Word. This water that I'm drinking is very bubbly. It's probably because it's like mineral water.
Laughs and lives in Germany. Yasha, join me in laughing. Ha 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 ha. Yasha, join me. Laugh in mineral water.
Sorry, I have to unmute.
Laugh in this mineral water with me.
I do not consume or drink.
Damn, those empanadas I had were good.
Fuck you.
Destroyed.
You
with one
just
word.
confirmed that we have good shops nearby.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't confirmed anything. I don't know how they taste. They look
Anyway.
could be wrong.
So, Shanti, is there anything you want to do during the downtime?
Yes, there is. I hate being last. Why is alphabetical order so stupid? Anyway.
I'll go in reverse next time.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go find Azim. I'm gonna go looking for him.
Word. You do that. And being that you're a prophecy god, I'm going to go ahead and say it's pretty darn easy for you to find him.
Yeah. Let me just pop in my
Madam-
mind reading powers and just be like, oh, I hear literally Linkin Park being played in the other room. That's him.
Yeah.
This is just bardcore versions of Linkin Park.
Yeah.
It's like
You show up in his room just in time to see him downloading Linkin Park num.mp3.exe.
Azim, no, that's 6 terabytes of horse porn. Don't do it. Anyway, I'm gonna find him in Zendel's old room, and I want to quietly open the door and watch him for a second before saying anything. I need to like roll a stealth check for that.
No, but you do notice that as you're walking up to the door, there seems to be like plant roots as well as like a few flowers sprouting from the door hinge.
She kind of like smiles softly and shakes her head before reaching out to open the door.
You do that, and as you do, the door seems like there's a bit more resistance on it. It opens rather quietly. Sort of like as if like a pillow was up against the door or something.
Let me guess, it's an assload of moss.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of moss on the floor.
She's just gonna look at it for a second, and instead of saying anything, she just thinks to herself, well, that's gonna be a bitch to clean up.
As you peek into the room, you see Azim doing something. Probably watering some of the moss near the window, if I had to guess. If not meditating or something, I don't know. Azim, what are you doing in that room?
I'll say I'm just
Don't
like, I'm
piss on the
not.
bus.
Oh my god.
That's how I water the plants now. No, I'll say I'm like facing away from the door, opening, like not opening, watering the plants so I don't see if she is, being stealthy. I don't see her or hear her. I'm just focusing on watering the plants, and I kind of have like I don't look like my somewhat happy, jolly self. I kind of have like that mile-long stare with like bags that are in my eyes, hair kind of disheveled. Like I just got through like listening to the entire of Linkin Park.
The whole discography.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll be real here. That one album that Linkin Park dropped in like 2009 or something with the
I don't know why it doesn't even matter how hard to try.
You know what? Hold on, I gotta Google this. Linkin Park. I gotta see the album that I'm talking about because if anybody knows what I'm talking about, 1,000 Suns. Has anyone listened to 1,000 Suns by Linkin Park?
Yes.
It's fucking amazing.
Yes.
It's so good. I have it on vinyl. It's so good. Anyway,
Yeah.
back to the actual game. I'm not trying to be stealthy, but I'm just like softly stepping on the moss, and I'm gonna come up maybe like 2 or 3 meters behind Azim, and I'm just gonna kind of tilt my head and just go, "How often have you been watering the moss?"
Azim just slightly looks over to you while still watering plants. This. Oh, I do not know. I lost track of the days. Need to take care of the plants for Sendo. He would want to see his plants all grow.
You don't have to water moss. Not this often, at least.
I still need to take care of.
Shantae's kind of like... She's gonna take a deep sigh and move to kind of stand next to him and look at the plants that he was currently watering.
It's just like a dead plant.
You miss him.
Yes. But he'll be back soon. He would want to see this. He'll be back soon, right, Shanti?
She kind of looks at him, and then she reaches out to touch the dead plant, and she kind of like gently pulls some of the dead leaves off of it. No. You won't. And I think deep down you know that. But it is painful to accept that we have lost a friend.
Asm just like slowly puts the water jug down and just says, I do not want to lose another friend. Not again. Not again. And like slowly starts tearing up in his eyes.
It's a harsh thing, grief. It's overwhelming. It's a pain so all-encompassing that you can't even move without another strike to the heart. She kind of moves a little bit and turns to look at you. You know, when my mother died, there was no time for grief. There was survival. And when I finally was able to slow down, thanks to Brock, I was sick for months. I couldn't get out of bed. I barely ate. It was hard to just survive. Every thought was consumed by grief. But Brock told me something during that time. He told me that I can
let it consume and destroy me, or I can fight through the pain and just take another step forward.
She reaches out her hand and, like, puts it on top of yours, and she does that thing that she did it when she was mostly blind, but it's more of a comfort now than it is actually to map out what things look like, and she just kind of runs her hand over yours.
You're a good man, Azim. You're strong, and you're funny, and you're wise beyond your years. I don't want to see you lose yourself to that pain. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt like a bitch. But we'll be there to help you through it. That's what friends do, right? They lean on each other.
Asm with like slowly looks at you with like a slight smile and puts his other hand on top of yours that is on my other hand, and he says, "You're right. Xandal would not want this. You would not want me to just be here in one place. Thank you, Shanti." And slowly tears up more.
She kind of pulls you into a hug, and she gives you a very comforting hug for a bit. And when the hug's over, she kind of pulls away and puts her hand back on yours and goes,
"What do you say we honor his memory and go have some French toast?"
Agreed. You would like that.
I think you would. Come on.
and she'll like put an arm around your shoulder and start to guide you out of Zendel's old room.
Yeah, Azim would follow along. It's like a small child just holding, like a kid would with his mother or something.
Big sister, big sister, big sister. She's not that old.
Big sister. But she is small, and you said over the shoulder. But okay.
I mean, yeah, she's reaching upward. She is shorter than you are, but you know. It's like that big sister energy. It's like, yeah, you may be my little brother, but I'm still gonna knee you in the balls if you act stupid.
Yeah.
This has been Therapy Hours with Briar. I hope you all enjoyed my speech on grief.
Yay.
Dang. Yeah, you guide him out of that room.
Yay! I didn't cure the depression, but I at least got him out of the stinky moss room.
Stinky.
French toast was the answer.
French toast is always the answer.
Yes.
And is that all the interactions you want to do in your downtime?
I already did the big one that I wanted to do last session.
Yes.
I don't really have anything to talk to Sinead about.
Go talk to her.
I mean, she's kind of like already kind of annoyed with Sinead, so it's like, nah. Do I have anything to talk to Brock about? Yasha, do you remember anything that I said I wanted to talk to Brock about, like, ever, that I just haven't done yet?
We had the thing with the adoption papers and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The family name change.
Yeah. And you already gave the armor to Azim, right? I walked away to grab a pen during that, so I don't know.
Oh, no, I went to his room initially, and I didn't find him there. I was like, we'll find him at some point.
Oh, okay.
What if you find us while the French toast?
I mean, that's true. You could come have some French toast.
French toast.
French toast.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably come in with, like, bacon and eggs at that point.
Wait.
But yes.
Brock. Go get food. I have an idea. Go get food.
Alright, I'll be right back.
No, I meant in the game, dingus.
I know.
Okay, good.
I will go and get myself some food, probably some bacon and eggs in the hall.
Word. IRL, you're getting food? Or
Mhm.
in-game you're getting food?
In game,
Okay.
Brock's getting food.
Okay, word.
I have an idea and I want to do something.
Word. You go and you get yourself some breakfast.
Bacon and eggs. Nothing ever goes over this.
And it's like you're higher up in the Vestia, like, Capitol building, so you don't just get bacon and eggs. You get that, like, Hollow's moving bacon and eggs. You get that, like, thick bacon.
Oh,
Yes.
thick.
That kind of the size strip of bacon that people, like, do a double take when they see it, and they're like, God damn.
There's some sick ass bacon there, boy. God dang.
God damn, that's a lot of meat.
Woo.
So yeah, you're in the nice, cozy dining hall of Vestia's Capitol building, eating some bacon and eggs.
Are you gonna sit with us?
Yes. I'll see Shanti and Adam and I'll join them.
Word. You see Shanti and Azim sitting there.
Okay.
Snade, are you also eating breakfast with them, or are you in your office?
She's in the office.
Word. Okay, so you see Azim and Shanti.
Walk up. I'm gonna grab one of the empty chairs on the table and put my foot down, sit down like so. How's it been, you two?
She kind of looks at him and then looks at Azim and goes, it's been hard, but I think we're moving in the right direction.
Alright.
Completely off
Oh, that's
topic.
good to know.
I have a question for you.
Oh,
Did you
How
by
can I
any
help?
chance make him, and she points at Azim, some stilts or something?
stilts.
Stilts?
Something that just boosts his height. I have a point. Bear, play with me. I got this.
Oh.
Aston just looks at you with a raised eyebrow, just like,
Brock looks at Azim with a raised eyebrow and is like, what did I walk into?
Because
Right.
a few days ago, when I was in the library, somebody was spying on me, and he was a lot taller than he usually is. So did you make him some stilts, or did you steal some stilts from somewhere? But then she kind of like turns and looks at Azim.
I need lore. How did we do this?
oh, it's
He's on
the
your fucking shoulders.
you're
Oh,
on my
right.
shoulders. It's the trench coat idea thing. Yeah, I just look at Brock and be like, don't say shit, bro. Like not say it, but give it the look of like, don't say shit,
The bro code look.
Yeah.
I didn't. What are you talking about? Someone spied on you.
She's going to look at him and narrow her eyes.
You see him just looking incredibly confused, or at least he tries. What the fuck are you roll for that?
Give me a formal check.
Perception.
I get shot these.
Yes, perception. Do you want my passive perception, or do you want me to roll perception?
It's insight, my bad.
Do you want me to... okay, so it'll be insight. Okay. I have a
Yeah.
+9 to insight. You're fucked, boy.
Can I say something before we roll to like
Yes.
Shanti? I'll just say to Shanti, just well, Shanti, if you're worried about being spied on, then maybe Brock and I should come along to make sure no one's around.
That's not happening.
But aren't you worried about being spied on?
I wasn't. until somebody slipped a certain book into the hand of a other certain somebody. And she's teasing. She's not actually mad. This is definitely teasing, but she's still suspicious. By the way, sorry, hold on, I have to do math.
Yeah.
$25. That's a 25.
Oh my god.
16,
I
baby.
Honestly, since Azim said something kind of convincing, Brock, you get advantage.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. I got you.
I still have a -1.
Oh,
Yeah,
no?
brother, I believe it. Oh, shit.
Get fucked, boy.
I literally cannot beat that roll.
Yeah.
What if I distract?
I'm a literal
Sean
prophecy
with
god
more
with
questions?
divination powers. You cannot escape this.
Who also looked straight at them as they did this.
What are you talking about? You saw nothing. You didn't pass that perception check, so you didn't know it was us.
That's fair. I didn't pass the perception check. I thought the guy in the trench coat was just a really tall redhead.
Exactly.
But I was
got
very
nothing.
suspicious of how the fuck Azim was able to get to a high shelf.
This court is adjourned. You have no evidence. Okay.
Does Asm say that?
No. I'm gonna say that myself.
What
So
happens,
do-
Makeshift? What happens? I got a 25, he got an 11.
Oh.
Tell me what happens.
So you like squinting at Brock, your vision unimpaired as you have it back and have had it back for a while. And he's making that face of like the Key and Peele skit, the super famous one with like the sweat pouring off. The guy's
Yeah.
head. He's got that look on his face, and you can see like a bead of sweat.
Yeah, there it is.
is.
There it is.
You can tell he's fucking lying.
All right, we're gonna do something fucky here, boys.
I'm just sipping my tea at this point.
She kind of squints at him, and then she kind of looks away, and like her gaze softens a bit. She goes, "Oh, would you mind passing me that salt, Brock, or that Dad? I guess. Would you mind passing me the salt, Dad?"
I'll reach out to the soul and like slowly.
As he
put it
reaches
over to
out,
her.
I want to reach forward and grab his forearm.
Oh,
Motherfucker.
Are you
Okay,
wearing
give me a
your armor?
dexterity. Give me a dexterity check.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing combat.
can I
That's a
Wait,
That's a
this-
14.
Dex.
question? Does this rely on actually having like human touch on it, like skin on skin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I like throw a napkin in between?
I mean, you are a Dex master. I mean, you could.
Can I like throw a napkin to like make a disturbance in a connection so it's not like you can't make a connection? Like Ninja Star.
Sure, go for it, Azim. I want to see what you
Fuck,
get.
he's gonna fuck
I'll
me up.
give it
He's
a-
got way too much good Dex.
I'll give it a
Okay.
DC 16.
Do I just make a normal dex roll? Like saving
Yeah.
throw? Okay.
Yep, dexterity
He's
saving
gonna
throw.
beat my ass.
Alright, let's
His
go, baby.
Dex is
Come
like
on.
plus 20,000. Fuck you. How is that a fucking 22? This is bullshit.
Like I'm just sipping my tea and I just go like throw it, seeing what's happening.
Alright, so as you reach for his hand and you just place it on him, seeming like from across the table, a napkin gets like thrown between you and him, so like you grab down on a napkin on his arm.
She turns
And,
and glares at Azim. Like it's not mad glare. It's like that it's the little sister glare that when they give it to you, it's like, oh, she's about to like put dog piss in your shoes. Like it's the little sister.
Very
Oh,
specific.
you fucked
I am
up.
glad I never had a little sister. What the fuck?
I
Yeah.
have an older sister.
I have an
so
older sister as well. I put
Let's go,
dolls.
baby.
I put dolls in front of my door to keep her out of my room. She's terrified of dolls.
Damn, you would have done the same to me.
I would
Yeah.
stay out of my room.
As like yeah, you give that look to Azim and Azim just like sipping your tea, just giving you this side eye.
She looks at him like that for like a split second and then just gets a smile on her face that's like definitely fake. There was a bug. And she'll take the napkin and move it and just fold both hands and stare at Azim. You know I could cast Read Your Thoughts right now. With
Thoughts
you know what?
empty,
No, I'm
only
gonna do it.
swoosh.
I'm gonna do it. We're casting Read Thoughts, and I'm using a sorcery point. We don't have combat this session, so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use a sorcery point to make it a subtle spell. So my hand, like underneath the table, is just gonna like curl around and cast the spell.
Okay, hold on. I want to see if I can do something that bullshit this. Hold on.
Yeah.
I feel like okay. Let me read this one.
I dropped Detect Thoughts in the Roll20 chat, by the way.
Okay. So hear me out. Could I use stillness of mind to make my mind think of other things, not of what Briar wants, and I have like, you know, that shit you can't see my mind?
You can try.
Okay. I will do that.
Can you put stillness of mind into chat so I can look at it?
He did.
So
I put it. I did. I know it says like, so I do, it's basically I remove the effect of charmed and friendly, but the thought of stillness of mind means I have control of my thoughts. So
Sure. When I kind of want to role play this though. So as you can kind of feel a disturbance within your mind, and you understand it's probably Shanti taking a peek at what's on the surface. What thing do you think of to kind of cover up
The fucking DuckTales
the
theme
thoughts
song.
underneath it? And also, you have IRL 10 seconds to think of something that would make sense for your character to be thinking and make it convincing. 10,
swords,
9.
Different fighting moves, tacticians, how good these French toast are, baby ducks.
Baby.
I have that ADHD
One.
mind, bro.
So that's all that stuff is what you hear go through the surface level of Azim's mind, where he first goes,
Yeah.
swords, martial arts. This breakfast is really good. Baby ducks. That's what you hear on the surface of his mind.
I was about to say also fucking Elric's cock, but it's like, no.
No.
All right, now
Shanti.
you die.
Do you want to probe deeper into his mind with an action?
Yes. Especially
that.
because, I'm sorry, if you hear someone thinking swords, martial arts, baby ducks, this food is really delicious, Elric's pee-pee, like, you're not gonna go, oh yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Like,
What are you talking about? Azim has that ADHD mind. He thinks of 5 things at once.
my brother in Christ, I've
So,
seen your mind.
Yes.
I just grabbed a mosquito out of the air. I'm an absolute god.
Hell yeah. So Azim, as your thoughts are probed further, what other things do you think of to try and cloud out the deeper probing of your mind?
Depression, friends dying. You're getting real deep, so you're getting into like the fucking depression stuff. Yeah, so depression, the temple, friends dying, the thought of friends dying, I don't know, Shanti dying,
Oof.
Brock dying, Mars dying.
She's just like,
That's
who the
me.
fuck's Mars?
Yeah.
Who is this
And then
Mars
for some
character,
reason
Azim?
And then for also some reason the Subaru.
The Subaru.
Oh my god.
Just out of nowhere, just like what the fuck?
The Subaru is violently buried in his subconscious, apparently.
It's deep in there.
Yep. So as you probe deeper into his thoughts, that's what you see is a lot of depression about the passing of friends.
Just
And then you also see like the car again way at the bottom. Could have sworn you saw like a glimpse of like Elric in the shower while they were chatting at some point. Something about that.
2 bros in the shower.
Shanti, she's gonna stop probing in his mind because the the thoughts are like really dark.
Looking like I'm
want
reading a
pictures?
2012 emo kid's diary.
Yeah.
So she's
You're
gonna
like, as you're going in, you start hearing Linkin Park just playing as the images.
just the bardcore versions of Linkin Park.
Yeah.
She's gonna stop casting detect thoughts, so like she's underneath the table, her hand's gonna like kind of roll back over, and she's gonna lean forward and point at him. You win this one. And she's just gonna give him a like raised eyebrows look.
I just give her a wink, just like, ding.
Shanti's going
I just
to.
thought of the most.
Oh, what? Say it. Say it. Do it.
It's cursed as fuck. Finish what you're doing. I'll tell the joke later.
Damn.
Do I know that that's just happened, or am I still like holding the soul? I'm like, what the fuck?
Who the fuck typed that on chat? On the Roll20 chat. Who the fuck typed that?
What do you mean? That's you. That's under your name.
No, I didn't type that.
What?
I did not type
that's
that.
Mars
definitely
with DM
Mars.
powers.
Okay, first off, that's second.
Oh my god, yeah, I can type that as like I can type as other people. Oh my god, I have too much
I thought the
power.
characters,
I have
not
too
people.
much power.
Too late for that.
You can type as characters, not as people.
I don't care, it's gonna be funny.
Okay. Immediately, two of you become two different characters. Oh my god.
Oh my god, okay, we need to not do this on stream.
Immediately went the direction I thought it would go.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Anyway,
the dumb joke I thought of was, as you said, there was like Linkin Park music playing in the background. That made my brain go down a rabbit hole of like, yeah, it's like you're looking at like an AMV from the early 2000s or something. And then I was like, what if you probed into somebody's mind with that spell, and what you saw was one of those YouTube like intros for those channels that were like really into shipping Naruto and Sasuke, where it's like an image, like an MS Paint image of those two make it out to Linkin Park music,
Yeah.
and that's the intro of all of their videos, and it's like, why is that the intro to your deeper mind? How often is this on your mind?
I was gonna say, if you probe deeper, you're gonna get horny as him.
and that's why I stopped. I really want to try probing into Brock's mind, but at this point, I'm not. I think it's over.
I'll just throw another napkin. I'll just throw another
No,
napkin.
I don't have to touch to cast detect thoughts, but I'd also be using I'd be using my second sorcery point, and I don't have any more sorcery points after that, and I'd like to at least keep one in case of bullshit.
I'll just pop Brock in the brain and knock him out. It's like, no thoughts.
Plus, I have a feeling he's probably just really confused right now, so the only thing on his mind would be like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to start eating the French toast again, and then she's gonna realize what she saw in like his deeper mind of apparently Elric and Azim were in the showers at the same time together at some point, and she's just gonna look back at him with like a really curious look on her face, and then she's gonna shake her head and just go back to eating.
Oh damn! I was gonna
At some
say
point
Azim-
during that thought process, you just hear the clunk of the salt and the hand disappear from Brock. Like, what just happened between the two of them?
She's gonna look back at Brock and narrow her eyes again.
He will take a bite of the egg.
Can you look her in the eyes right now?
Sounds a bit like that.
Yeah.
Yasha,
I mean, he didn't.
Mhm.
can you look her in the eyes right now?
I probably can. Why?
She's gonna
Like,
lean in a little
from
bit.
from a physical standpoint or from an emotional standpoint?
From an emotional, like, can you bear the guilt of looking into her eyes and lying to her face?
Oh yeah, no problem. You're my fucking child. You know how often I lie to you, little, little brat.
She's gonna look at him and just go, did you help him?
I don't know what you're talking about. I helped him do a lot of things. You need to be more specific.
When was the last time you went to the library, Dad?
There was a book on what was it again? Jewelry? How to infuse jewelry. I know the basics, but I had some stuff I wanted to do.
She stands up and she's gonna go get more food, and she kind of leans over and kind of like says softly to Brock, "You are a terrible liar." And she's going to walk away and go get more food, and then come back and act like nothing happened.
Oh god.
Oh my, that comment.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the comment.
God.
Should I be afraid?
Thank God we don't have this. Yeah. Thank God we don't have this up on
my
the stream.
God. Mars is having too much fun with this.
Why did we discover this?
I also definitely wasted a fucking spell slot for that, but you know what? Worth it.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It was
I
funny.
just had better counters.
You did. I can't believe you threw a napkin.
Fucking big brain.
Okay, that's all I want to do. I'm good. We can do the actual story stuff now.
Word?
Brock and I have avoided Shanti's face.
I mean, at that point, I'm just going to be like, "Yo, Asm, I have something for you in the workshop that I want to show you."
Well, then show me.
Yeah, you got me off the food if you have nothing planned for the day.
Yes, I believe I've had enough excitement for today. I'd like to see what you have for me.
All right, very good. I kind of awkwardly look at Shanti. Well, I wasn't interrupting anything, was I?
No, you're fine. Let's just say we avoided a greater danger. As we're like walking away, I look over at Shanti and give her like a wink, knowing that she saw the Elric shower thought.
She's just gonna
Literal shower
stare at
thought.
him like, you know that one clip from Avatar, but it's Korra, Legend of
Yeah.
Korra, where it's like the inspector that's just doing that weird like what the fuck face. Like, hold on, I gotta. Where's the fuck is this picture? Hold on. I gotta Google this. Inspector Lin. What the fuck face?
This is the moment as we'll start pulling Shanti's leg by going after Elric.
Oh my god.
Time for gayism, baby.
Hold on. I will find this stupid face. There it is. I found it.
Okay, I found it as well.
I found it. I'm about to put it in side chat if Discord will. There we go.
All right.
I got it. Please send. It's that face. She's making that face at you.
Accurate. It's like, bro, what the fuck? I like it.
All right. Time to take a little peek at my notes and see what the fuck is happening next.
Some right
okay.
bullshit.
You send Asm whatever the fuck the armor does.
Oh yeah. So you bring Asm to the workshop. I saw that comment, Mars. You bring Asm to the workshop, and you see Brock has this kind of like. It looks like very blue cloth. It kind of looks like the color blue of that crystal from underneath the mountain, and it seems like this is probably what he was talking about when he said he's got something to show you.
Mm-hmm.
And you just give it to him.
And I was like, I've been working on this for the past day or two. This should be your size. It seems like you were getting into trouble when we were fighting a lot, so shut up.
True, I appreciate it. Asmund just like takes it off his hands to look at it. It's like, how do I put this on? Because like he's never seen armor, so it's like he doesn't know what armor is.
Fucking
It's
golden
just a leather
retriever
chest
energy.
piece. You want me to help you?
That would be appreciated, please.
All right, take off your what is it? Even a cloak?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, I actually have to look at your fucking character real quick. What are you wearing?
It's a cloak.
Slowly.
It's a cloak.
All right, well,
Yeah.
take off your cloak and your shirt.
Slowly and stick that complete now. Okay, I just regularly take off the cloak. I just like take off the cloak, be like, okay.
He will open a couple of not latches. What the fuck are
Straps.
straps? Thank you.
You're welcome.
And then he'll open like a couple of straps and just go like, put this on, almost like you put a shirt on.
Okay.
All right, and he will pull like a chair close and like stand up on the chair because you are significantly taller than this fucking dwarf.
Yes.
And he'll like tug on a couple of those straps and just go like, okay, you'll want to pull these until it is tight, but not too tight. Trust me, you know when the fuck it's too tight.
Oh, okay.
And then you'll want to hook them in here, 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 and here. And well, that's at least how leather armor, and in this case padded leather armor, works.
Mm.
Not studded. My bad.
Nice.
Not too complicated. If you want to wear heavy armor, that gets a bit more.
I see. It's like Asm just like feels it, like it's like
Nice.
And it's a nice snug fit, hopefully.
It is. You now have that.
Woo.
It is going to give you a +2 to your AC, whatever
Awesome.
it is with like unarmored defense, since it's just really lightweight armor. Feels like you're wearing nothing.
Mhm.
And what else? I guess I could just tell you out of game what it does, or like
Yeah.
how that game tells you what it does. So the armor,
Mhm.
it will essentially like erase the perception of you from anybody who hits you. So if you get struck, you're kind of like you've kind of been forgotten by or turned invisible to the thing that hit you or targeted you for one turn.
Mm. Interesting. I like it.
Word.
Shanti just slaps me and I just go invisible.
Pretty much.
He gone.
I mean, go sneaking through
You
her
now-
gates again, and she definitely will.
Oh my god. Someone fucking slaps you and you just run off at the speed of light because you're that fast. And
I just go to
He's fucking
just gotta run
fast, bro.
From their POV, they just slapped you and you disappeared
yeah.
right in front of them. They're like, "What? Did I hit them that hard? Are they dead?"
I
What?
fucking slapped them out of existence.
Question: can I activate it myself by slapping myself?
You would then forget the next 6 seconds worth of events that occur, whatever happens. So yes, you go.
So I hit myself. I was like, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna. Wait, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna. I just looped myself into like
Yep.
keep hitting.
Until eventually you're like, wait, when did it become nighttime? Why is it dark?
Is it dark in here? Damn it! I missed the date. Noted.
All right.
This would be interesting.
You now have that. And looking at my notes right now, that was all the interactions you want to do, right, Shanti?
Yeah, I'm good. You can do some fuck
Gotcha.
shit now.
No date.
So, as you're in that room, you hear running from down the hallway.
Which room? The dining
that,
hall or?
Brock and Azim hear running.
Okay.
Actually, no, first Shanti, you hear running. And it's some, like, Five Nights at Freddy's Foxy's coming down the hallway running. And as you hear it, do you turn around to see what's up?
Yes, I'm gonna like turn around while like eating a strawberry, and I'm just gonna turn and like look at what the fuck's going on.
You do that. And as you do, you see Kolvar very quickly run into the dining hall and look around the dining hall. Oh, I keep needing to burp a little bit. Until he scans the room and spots you and runs over very quickly. Just goes, "You! To the infirmary, quickly. Where's the other ones?"
Context? Elaboration? Maybe? Breathe?
No time. Trouble with Jonathan. Where's the other two?
Oh, fuck's sake. And I'm just gonna drop, like, put the plate of strawberries down and just book it to the infirmary. Not running, but, like, boss bitch power walking.
As you do that, he quickly goes, "Wait, where's the other two?"
I don't... Brock and Azim went off, I think, to Brock's workshop. Brock had something for Azim. I have no idea where Elric is. I saw him last night. I don't know where he went this morning, and, where should I know where your mother is?
Okay, Elric's in the infirmary. I'll go get the other two. Go quick. Bye. And he immediately sprints off, just...
The duck pear
She
pattern.
may hate him, but goddamn, he is a funky little guy. She's gonna power walk to the infirmary then.
You do that. Power walk into the infirmary. Then Brock and Azim, you then hear coming from down the hall. And then, like, the door quickly swings open. You see Kolvar panting. He just goes, "You two, infirmary, now. It's Jonathan. Quickly, let's go."
Oh, fuck.
Ah,
And Brock will grab, like, your cloak and your shirt you put down and put this back on. I'm like,
I'll meet you there.
get back off the fucking chair. Grab, like, a thing or two and, like, immediately waddle over.
Azim just quickly puts on his like cloak and grabs his swords and just sprints out.
You do that. And you all make your way to the infirmary, I assume.
Yes.
Yes.
Word.
Indeed.
After a little bit of running, you all find yourself in the infirmary. Shanti, you arrive there a little bit earlier than the rest. And when you enter, you see that Jonathan seems to be lying on a bed. And you can recognize this is like Jonathan's medical practice, like you've seen him here before. He seems to be lying on a bed, like just not moving.
Shanti is going to very quickly become concerned and make her way over to Jonathan. Is there any way for me to tell if he's like alive and shit? Like, is there like heart monitors don't fucking exist, but I don't know, like how.
Yeah, you can. He's given a few little twitches, and you can see he's breathing heavily, but he's for the most part standing still.
Any doctors or nurses nearby?
It's just Jonathan in here.
Where the
Like
fuck
it
is
looks
Elric?
like they. Elric?
Yeah, didn't you say didn't Kolvar say he was already there?
Oh wait, yeah, I'm dumb. Yeah, you see Elric in there with him, standing over Jonathan's body, looking concerned.
What happened?
Good question. I'm also kind of curious about what happened here. From what I can tell, Jonathan he was in some sort of training with Kovar. Kovar was not very clear.
Yeah, he ran down the hallway like a, I don't know, squirrel on speed or something. I would like to walk up to Jonathan, and I want to try and see if he's got any brain activity. So I'm gonna put my hand on his forearm, and I'm gonna see if he's got shit going on up there.
You do that. You place your hand on his forehead, and you
Forearm.
feel... Forearm?
Forearm, not head.
Word.
It's always the forearm.
Gotcha, forearm. As you do that, you attempt to reach into his mind with your abilities, and it's almost like you just hit a wall, like there's like static. Like you don't even get to the mind part. It's just like walled off completely.
I'm gonna pull my hand away, and my eyes are going to go quite wide. Oh, that's not good.
What wasn't good?
I can't see anything.
What, like it's dead?
No, not... I know what it's like when someone's dead. This is not death, this is... You know that feeling when you sit cross-legged for too long and your foot is... I don't know how to explain it. It feels... It feels like you're running your hand through grain.
A prickly feeling?
Yes, that. It's like that, but... in the head.
Well, that does sound bad. And right when he says that, Brock and Azim and Kolvar all run through the door as well.
What the fuck happened?
Good question. Was doing a little bit of training with Jonathan. He is still laying down. So he wanted to try and improve, and we're on a bit of a time crunch with the universe being and whatnot. Figured I would try and poke around inside of his mind, see if I could unlock a few pathways.
You did what?
Seems like... Hey, now listen. He was alright with this. Clearly he did not know his limits, though.
Neither of you should have been doing that.
Well, yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda, we kinda had to.
You could have at least come and found me. I could have at least shown you some Fine. Could've, would've. Next time, don't do that. Because when I tried to read his mind just now, there's nothing there. It's... static, I guess. That's the only word I can come up for it.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yes.
That is pretty bad.
It's bad.
And... Wait, actually... Sinead's supposed to be here right now, right?
Yeah.
And Kolvar just straight up forgot to go get her.
Can Asim try something?
Yeah, go for it.
Asim just pokes out, just like, maybe I can try something. And I touch his forehead and try to use Tongue of the Sun and Moon.
Yep.
To see if I sense anything. Just like...
Tongue of the Sun most certainly, touch the key out of their minds so you can understand all spoken languages. Creatures that are understanding language. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
As you do that, you get this odd feeling coming from him, but it feels like you're starting to reach through this sort of very odd wall of energy inside of him. Meanwhile, right as that's happening, Sinead, you feel a bit of a disturbance run through your mind as you sense something very bad is going on with Jonathan right now. And you're pretty sure it's something to do with Kolvar.
We call that mother's intuition.
Yeah.
You didn't do a good job of that. Did read my mind.
And you're also
She's
just in
going
your
to
office.
immediately get up and stop what she was doing.
You do that. The tower of cards in front of you tipping over and falling.
She's going to go figure out what the heck happened.
You do that. immediately leaving your office and heading towards Jonathan's practice. And as you get there, after a brief walk down the hall and to the side a few times, you open the door and you see there's a good number of people in here already. You see Azim is putting his hand on Jonathan's forehead. He's doing something.
The fuck happened?
Good question. And as Kolvar says that, do we have the... Briar, do you have the dialogue ready to go for the character? Looking on the notes?
My brother in Christ, I told you before, I didn't record anything. You want that character? You're getting high-pitched villainous voice. You ain't getting cool shit.
Or you can...
Y'all wanted live-action acting, baby!
Yeah, if you're able to do the lines, you just do them live. I'm not recording.
What lines? No one gave me lines!
Oh. That's the thing I was mainly asking, is like, did somebody give you lines? Okay.
No.
So, we'll just do that next session.
I have to do
session.
it all improv. Let's go, baby.
No, like, we'll do the lines next session, because I can make it work without them.
Oh, okay.
So, as you touch his forehead, you see Jonathan's eyes, like, shoot open, but they're giving off this, like, white glow. And it seems like you know how, like, Vantablack looks? Or, like, how
Oof.
like a Photoshop cutout looks, where, like, it doesn't have any shadows or anything?
Yeah.
Right? Depth perception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all see, like, that in Jonathan's eyes. As he, like, leans back up and kind of, like, struggles to prop himself up on his hands as he moves his legs off the table and slowly stands up. What is happening?
There was
Does
nothing
anybody
in
know what's happening?
There was nothing in his head. This should not be happening.
Do you want me to knock him back down?
No, that could cause further damage. Jonathan? Please tell
As you
me
try
this
and
is some
speak to
creepy
him.
new power?
As you try and speak to him, it becomes apparent to you this is probably some creepy new power.
God
As
damn it.
he slowly brings up one of his hands in front of his face, and it seems like he's not really, like, keeping his balance all too well. Let me see something real quick.
Damn, I kind of want to reach out and try to see what's going on in that head, but I don't want to touch him right now. But if I touch him, it might be a funny haha.
That's a bad choice of wording.
Fuck it. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna kind of like step forward just a little bit. Jonathan, I'm just going to see what's going on with you. And I'm gonna try to reach out and touch his forearm again. Watch me get like
you do that.
launched backwards.
And again, you get kind of like a wall. Like, it seems like there's just static. And then as you do that and you're hitting a wall again, it starts to seem like bits of the room, like, around him start to, like, peel away and show something similar to, like, what's in his eyes. And it's like, again, this kind of, like, white cutout with no shadows, as, like, the geometry of the room starts to, like, fade with, like, the little strips peeling away from the world around you and cracks opening up.
I'm going to pull my hand away quickly and go. That's very not good. There's still nothing there. So, Nate, you want to maybe do something about this? Control your crotch goblin, Sinead. I do not actually say that, by the way.
Yeah.
Hello?
Marvelous.
Alright, let's just keep going. If we're not gonna get a response, let's just keep going.
Okay, word. Where was I in my notes?
Jonathan's doing some fucky shit, and the world is starting to peel away.
Oh, yeah. And you quickly notice, the room is now, like, majority being peeled away, and it's kind of accelerated rather quickly. And you can almost hear, like, chatter coming from, like, the white void around you. And it's hard to comprehend exactly what you're hearing, but you swear it almost sounds like you're hearing voices coming from it. But slowly, like, your senses start to get more and more overwhelmed by, like, how bright it is in here. And very quickly, it all kind of, like, snaps away in this kind of void of whiteness. And then, that might be a good time to take a break right there.
Okay, let's take a quick break, and we're gonna go take pee and get snacks, and then we're gonna come back and figure out what the fuck Jonathan just did.
Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I've had to use the bathroom for a minute.
Yeah, he just sent us right into the Rainbow Realm.
Oh no, he sent us to the middle of a pride parade. What are we going to do?
Not again.
Fight off all the leather dated.
Anyway, what did Jonathan do?
Are we back on? Yeah,
we're back on, buddy.
Word. Just DMing something real quick. So,
Oh, hello.
as you all find yourselves like blinded and like sensory deprived by this like white void around you, the voices from within the void start to become a bit clearer. As I briefly type on my keyboard to make something very clear.
One moment.
Yep. This isn't your lines, I was just showing you that, as that's what I was getting pinged with. I'm trying to tell Mars. You see where you wrote out your character's line?
Copy and paste, brother. Copy and paste. Not you, honey. Okay, I'm gonna unmute everybody now. I'm already unmuted, so I'm gonna mute everyone else now. Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out something in DMs.
Listen, we've been off for like 4 weeks. This is good. Like, we knew this was gonna be scuffed, so.
Yeah. Not to mention, I'm kind of tired, and I just ate another crab rangoon. So
Oh, that sounds delicious.
your boy is nearly down for the count because of that crab rangoon.
Straight person.
So Mars, you ready to do Sinead's lines in this? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yes. Yes. No.
Mars, if you're saying shit, we can't hear you.
Well. Okay, so you hear from the voice of void. You hear from the void a voice that sounds kind of familiar, but like you can't quite put your finger on it. But it does sound kind of similar, and it's almost like a call and response between them and a voice that you seem to very clearly recognize to be Sinead's. And you hear them speaking, say, "Sinead, that just sounds crazy. What would you have for that? You came to me with this idea of creating a revolutionary city. I didn't know that it would involve this.
It has. It has to be this way. Anything else and it's too close to what I saw. It can't end up like that. All the cities have to rely on the energy. It's the only way.
This could harm the world, cause wars. Is it really worth it, Sinead?
Everything must deviate from fate.
And you hear the voices start to fade away, almost like it's becoming more and more distant, like something had passed you by and you only heard these. It's almost like you walked by a window.
A Doppler effect.
A Doppler effect?
Yeah.
Okay, your boy's a bit dumb. That's a Doppler effect?
Yes, that is the Doppler effect.
Oh,
Then you missed the Doppler effect. Walking by a window and no longer hearing is
fucking Neum by the window.
And that's why the color shift is a Doppler shift when things are slightly blue or slightly red in space.
I don't know. Ask the physicist.
Yeah, I think that's the term for it. Nobody quote me on that. Don't
That
share
is
this video.
that is indeed also the original Doppler effect.
Okay, good.
That is what was first described. But yes, sound is indeed also a Doppler effect when you Neum by something, or something Neums by you.
And
It
then-
is the accumulation of sound waves getting closer,
Ah.
and then
Oh.
getting more and more spread of power as it moves away.
Oh, okay. Okay, nice. And so, as you all start to come to your senses, you still can't sort of like see your body around you, but like you can start to envision a scene coming into focus where it seems like it's hard to explain. This man seems kind of familiar, but it seems like he's inside of an office space that you don't recognize, but he's clearly talking with what seems to be Sinead. And he speaks out again as his voice comes back into focus. Sinead, you can't manage everything. This is insanity. You're going to go mad. I can't keep helping you if you don't take care of yourself.
If I don't, everything will end.
You don't truly know that, Sinead.
Seen it. I have seen it. They will destroy it all.
And you see this man who's standing like in front of Sinead. You can't quite recognize the face or make it out clearly. You see like the impersonate try and like color into a race. You see like a sense of like concern on Sinead's posture seems
exhausted and like she's not standing up straight at all. And as you see him almost like kind of like that motion of like, hey, wake up, trying to like shake somebody, you see Sinead reach up and try and push them away, but something seems wrong. They're not all there. And as you see that, a very, very bright flash of light pierces straight through the chest of the man who is trying to hold her, and he immediately crumbles back.
No. No. No, Finn. Finn, I'm sorry, no. I'll bring you back. I promise I need you.
And then, as you see that scene start to fade away, a very ominous voice from your past, which you recognize very clearly, starts to come into focus. You hear... Brian, you got those lines?
I got it. Okay, I just needed the...
Yeah, there you go.
I needed the thing.
She got the script.
In your delusion, Sinead, you killed your friend. And then here's the kicker. You resurrect him because you needed him. Did you care about him, Sinead? Or was he just another pawn?
And you can almost hear this kind of like distant laughing from that voice as you recognize it was the one that you had heard coming from like the deep void of eternity as you had just defeated fate.
I did the laugh.
And then, yeah, you hear the scene kind of shift away and it feels like you're approaching something new as you hear Sinead's voice once again. And this time, you see a scene within Sinead's newer office, the one that you've all recognized for quite a while. It's a little bit different, but for the most part, it's the one you recognize, and you see Sinead talking with a dwarf.
Yes,
Somebody,
I am sure. Do it. I need those too. You need to keep them alive.
If you're so sure about it, fine. You're paying more than them, I guess. And you see this figure within the shadows of Sinead's office kind of slink off, something rattling around on their back. And as this happens and that scene starts to fade away, you can start to make out your own body again. Like, your placement here seems to make more sense. As you see each other, as you see yourselves and the people around you start to fade back into perception, it's almost like your eyes and ears are adjusting to the world around you. And you see one another again clearly.
Where was this dwarf and Sinead talking? Like was it just in the center of all of us, or like where?
It was kind of in front of you. It didn't really have too good of a position, but just now, as that faded away, you're starting to perceive your body again.
Shanti is staring in the direction of where the shadows of Sinead and the dwarf were. May I roll some sort of check to see if I recognize whatever's rattling around on his back?
Make a perception check, and you pretty quickly recall. Like, you don't even need to roll for this. You
can just take my passive perception, and it's a 14, so...
Passive perception? Yeah, that counts. You very easily recognize this as one of the rifle weapons that you've been seeing a few times recently. And this one was on the back of a dwarf.
Did I get any look at the dwarf's face?
You didn't need to, because you recognized the sound of his voice just fine. That was Doldrum.
Shanti's kind of just staring where all of that was happening, and it's starting to click in her head. Now she's starting to realize who hired Doldrum. And she's not okay. She kind of just turns her head slowly towards Sinead. And she has, like her eyes are wide, and she's staring at her. That better be a fucking illusion, Sinead.
Even if we had all the time in the world, I could not explain to you why I had to do what I did.
So, you hired him.
I didn't hire him for the landslide. I didn't know that was going to happen. I hired him to keep you two alive.
You didn't think to try something else? Maybe, I don't know, stopping the landslide? You're the ruler of the entire fucking 4 cities. You couldn't have done something else?
The landslide had to happen.
Why didn't you say something?
What was I going to say?
You destroyed...
That I am the cause of your mother dying.
Yes! Telling me the truth would have probably been a better option than lying to me. You destroyed the lives of hundreds of people. You couldn't have done something? I don't believe that for a fucking second, Sinead.
Everything had to fall into place perfectly. I have spent the last hundreds of years making sure everything fell into place.
I cannot believe you. So many people. Lives ruined. This is... What great, ineffable plan would it have ruined if I had had to not experience that? Would you like to have been buried underground, crushed beneath the body of your mother, Sinead? Would you like Jonathan to have had to go through that?
Just stands there. As this clock. Ticking sound plays over and over again in her head. And she just looks at her. I can't. It had to happen, I am sorry. But the other options were much worse.
She's trying not to start, like, bawling in the same way that she did when, you know, she beat the fuck out of Doldrum. She kind of, like, turns and she just shakes her head. You are so lucky we are doing this to save the entire reality from shattering. Because if I had a choice right now, I would never return back to Vestia. The next time you have a choice like this, Sinead, tell them. Tell them the truth. A second of pain would be so much better than feeling this angry at you. You act like you're some sort of god, and then you do this shit. And she just kind of goes silent, and she just buries her face in her hands and starts muttering in quarry, just trying to calm herself down.
Sinead just looks very tired.
And as you do that, Elric walks up to Shanti. He puts a hand on her shoulder, and he quietly just says, Shanti, she did try once.
She just kind of pulls her shoulder away, not really in like a jerking motion, but just in a don't touch me right now kind of way. And she just turns and looks at him and goes, she could have at least... I don't know. I can't. Just let's find whatever the fuck is doing this to Jonathan, and let's... I don't know. Just...
Shanti.
What?
The last time she tried telling them what would happen. That's what happened. And you see Elric point over your shoulder at something kind of behind the group at this point.
I'm gonna turn and look at it.
Do you all turn and look and see what he's pointing at?
Yep.
Yes.
Word. You do that, and you turn and you see what looks to be Sinead, but she seems almost noticeably a bit younger. It's hard to explain, but you've never really seen any mark of change in her age until just now. And she's wearing slightly different armor, but you can tell it's her. And there's a young boy standing in front of her who has bleach blonde hair,
Oh no.
rather fair complexion. And it looks like he's tugging at her waist and trying to get her attention. But she seems, or not trying to get her attention, but it seems like he's pleading with her about something. But unfortunately, two guards that are standing next to the boy, Sinead waves at them and seems to issue a command to them, and they kind of like pick him up as he's like shouting something at her as he gets dragged off. No, not really dragged off. He's like picked up. He's really small.
Let me just drag a fucking 4-year-old through the dirt. I don't know how old this boy is. I'm just thinking, you know, if it's small, it's probably like, I don't know, some little crotch goblin.
He seems like 6 or 5 years old, like really young, easily pick up size.
Easily drop kickable size?
Yes, easily drop kickable size. He is in fact that small.
Nice.
Shanti drops kicks the child.
And you hear Elric start to explain, and he goes, "The day that Sinead told me she had to leave, and that there was no other way, I went into a fit. I was so angry. Do you want to know what that anger made me do?"
Don't ask questions you already know the answer to.
He gives a nod and stays silent as in the distance you see what seems to be the image of like the forests of Silanoris growing rather rapidly as buildings seem to crumble around it, and many dandelions sprout at the base of all the trees.
Shanti kind of watches this sped up version of Silanoris, and after a moment she kind of like looks away and she shuts her eyes, and she's kind of maneuvering her jaw in that way that some people do when they're trying not to just cry. And then she turns and she looks back at him and just goes, "Just because she is right does not mean that this does not strike in the depths of my heart."
I know, Shanti. I felt that for a very long time as well. I don't expect you to forgive her.
I could say something right now that would... Oof. I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
It wouldn't hurt anybody. It would kind of trigger myself, and I'm not gonna do that to myself. I've already had too much alcohol, so we're just not gonna do that.
Word. Probably not the best thing to mix the hard liquor and the emotional moments of D&D.
But it's so much, and technically this is not hard liquor. It's just cider.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Good.
But enough of it, and it's going to have the same effect.
Fair point. A little too much to... Yeah, I've been there before. All right, I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to say. She's going to look over at Sinead. Oh, fuck, I just lost it. It was right there. It was in my head.
Shit.
Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it back. Give me a second. I'm thinking the brain cells spinning.
Use the brain cells.
I'm using it. I'm going to use the brain cells.
that Mac OS loading rainbow
Yeah.
starts playing in your head.
That is exactly what's in my head right now. Hold on. I've got this. It was right there. Let me reach out for that train of thought. There it was. Got it. Grabbed it. She's gonna turn and look at Sinead. Forgiveness is earned, not freely given.
I don't expect you to forgive me when I can't forgive myself.
Shanti just kind of shrugs a little bit. I can't help you with that. You'll have to find peace with yourself for that. You'll have to find peace for everything that you've done to all of us. And we can't help you with that.
She just gives us lightning.
A slight what? I heard lightning, but
Slight wink.
Slight wink?
It's late nod.
A slight nod,
Yeah.
okay.
Slight nod.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
It's like, there's no way she winks in that moment, because then at that point, Shanti starts pulling earrings off, and it's like, okay, it's gone. Hold my poodle, you know?
And as you're doing that, you'll see Kolvar give kind of like this awkward, like, face at the whole party. Then goes, okay, so back to the matter at hand. Might want to try and fix it. And as he's trying to end his sentence, the world around you, which was kind of this white void, it now seems to be splitting again at the seams, but this time you can clearly recognize what seems to be the parabola peeking through cracks inside the world. And these cracks are getting a lot bigger, and they seem like the ones you saw in the bottom of the realm of consciousness. Except now, the laughter of the tribunal is starting to come through much more clearly. And as you see one notably larger crack amidst the flurry of them around you, it seems like something is reaching through it. It's like it's seeping through, kind of. And you can almost make out a few digits of fingers pulling at the edges of one of the seams. And through it, you can see one very wicked eye staring through, with the crescent of its horn arcing over the top.
Oh, fuck this shit. God damn, that fucking Fate again. Fuck.
Oh, that's not Fate. This one's
It's
got
not Fate?
horns.
Wait, it's got horns?
No. Yeah, you can see the crescent of a horn arcing over the top of the eye.
Oh, I thought you said the horn, and I was like, I don't know what part of the eye the horn is, but okay.
Yeah, no, you can see one wicked eye peeking through the crack in space, not the crack of their face.
Okay, cool. Got it. Great, thanks.
Yeah. Though there is meant to be
Listen,
some parallels
it's
there.
3 a.m., alright?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And you recognize what seems to be a similar face to Sinead's, but there's so much like chaos covering the like silhouette of this one that it's like almost hard to look at. And their laughter just kind of gets louder and louder as they seem to pry more and more at this crack in the wall. And then from Azim, you feel a tapping on your shoulder.
I look at whatever's tapping on my shoulder.
You see your bow is arcing downward to kind of tap on you and like kind of gesture at you like the cut of fabric that forms the shape of the bow.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear it say, it's a good time to get the hell out of here. In Interna's voice, which you quite clearly recognize.
As your matron, by the way. That's your god.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just
I
checking.
remember.
just trying to help you
Yeah.
remember there, buddy.
Yeah, brain don't work sometimes, but brain do work many times.
Fucking nice.
Yeah. All right. After hearing that, Azim will just like quickly look at the group. It's like, guys, I believe it's our time to leave the room. Just gestures to the door, like opening it. It's like, get the fuck out.
You see the bow that's strapped onto Azim seem to like, it sort of rotates in the air, and as it does, it kind of like creates a seam in reality, which has this kind of crimson red appearance to it, with a light coming from the other side. That seems like about doorway size. You could probably fit through it pretty easily.
Shanti's just gonna go through it without like speaking to anyone. She's just like, it's Azim, it's his god. There's a fucking shit right there. I'm just gonna neum. Like, I've already had a shit day, bro. I'm out. Peace.
Goes straight into a belly of a worm.
She probably would. Not gonna lie.
Understandable. Have a good day.
Understandable.
And just falls.
Falls backwards through it, just like like that
Yeah.
one.
So fuck it.
Fucking-
You do that.
Yeah.
And as you all jump through the crack in reality, Azim, you got your bow back on you. But you all land on solid ground. Like, it seems to just be like you're just on a grassy surface.
So would anyone like to
Finally,
explain what
good
that
question.
was, or is that another god that we're going to have to kill?
Yes. I have the sneaking suspicion. Gonna go out on a limb here. Kovar gives like a little wink and like a smile. I think that might have been the tribunal.
That thing that taunted us after Fate's death?
Yep. Call it a hunch. I have the sneaking suspicion that the creature that looked like Sinead, which was able to pry open a crack in the parabola with its bare hands, probably the thing that I've been, working against my entire life at this point. Oh, actually, speaking of which...
Has anyone ever told you you need to learn about tact?
Yeah, I don't know what that word means.
Dear God.
Listen, I recognize this town. Holy shit, you're right. I recognize it too. You see Elric kind of stumbling and like looking around. Is this? Yeah, it's old Vestia, right? What did we call this place? I think didn't we just call it Vestia? I don't remember. It's been literally over 1400 years, I think I remember. Yeah. We're back. We've traveled through time, I think.
Time travel.
And as you look around, you see what just seems to be like a small village with some sort of like stone, maybe some sort of windmill being constructed on like the far side of town. You can see it from here, but it's only like 2 stories tall. It's not very big. We just see like a bunch of like small like village houses just around you, and people are going about their business.
So, if we step on a butterfly, do we need to worry about causing an even worse apocalypse?
Good question. Golvar. Not gonna lie, this is a little bit new. Not too much experience in this, but if I had to guess, we might be right where we need to be to go find the Time Stone. That is back when I think I got it. And I think that's a good place to end the session. Cliffhanger?
Nice.
Heck
10
yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah.
Great session. Great first session back from our 4-week hiatus. Yay.
Only slightly scuffed.
Slightly.
Yeah?
Jesus Christ, it was scuff galore. But don't worry, we'll figure it out by the next one.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
all good. And we'll actually, finally
It's big gay.
grab Zendel's new
Okay.
character. Or Jet's new character. God damn it, I need to stop doing that. I'm
You got
looking at
this.
something that says Zendel on it, so I'm like, oh yeah, Zendel. It's like, no, that's not his name. Oh my
So
lord.
some good standing character.
Yeah, great staying in character, I say, as I make 30 jokes that are definitely out of character all of the damn time. Okay. So, quick thing. We don't have a Tuesday session for a while. We will have a Tuesday session next month, starting on July 11th. We're skipping July 4th because, Eagle Day. Literally only one person. There are 2 people in this chat celebrate that day, if they celebrate it all.
Freedom,
So,
baby.
I'm
Day
sorry.
for celebrating America at a distance.
I'm sorry. I don't speak
Pretty
burger.
sure.
Pretty sure what?
I'm pretty sure my brother-in-law just works a bunch that day.
Well, either way, that's what he said in the announcement that I'm literally reading, is that we're skipping July 4th because it's Murica Day. So, July 11th, we'll be starting our our third side campaign, because we've had 2 side campaigns already. We'll be starting our third side campaign called Astion. It's going to be very cool. I've seen some of the planning stuff for it, and I've seen the characters that are going to be in it. It's going to be awesome. If you want a little hint, I play a very anti-religion bard who uses a tarot deck as a weapon. So come see that, because I'm really excited to play that character.
I'm going to moan in character.
I
Fucking bet.
have a comment. I have a comment with that character, but I don't know if I could say it on stream.
Well, you can say it when we end stream. So yeah, I play a cool bard, and Makeshift plays a golden retriever paladin. Yasha plays an earth genasi that whips himself, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I also,
And it's a whole nother world.
yeah, it's a whole nother world, so you get new places, new lore. It's gonna be great. Please come watch Astion. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. Hopefully, we'll be back next Saturday with Rise of Vestia once again.
Yeah.
If something gets screwed up,
If I don't die.
you're not gonna die. If something gets screwed up, you just check my Twitter. It'll happen. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that, we will bid all of you adieu. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. It was lovely. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Makeshift.
I said bye.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It just
No,
didn't
I
pick
did
it
not
up.
pick up.
No, not at all.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.